we are back. Welcome to my day 3 of this dumb series I'm running. Um, let's get started. And today I'm going to talk about this really dumb movie. It's really not that high. It's not rated high by critics, and it's not a box office flop, but people don't regard it really nicely. It's called Without a Pedal. It's a 2004 movie, and it stars the guy from Scooby Doo and SSC Punk. If you have seen those, Anthony Starr, yes, Homelander. Homelander somehow there. It's an old movie, so Homelander's pretty young, and he doesn't have a he has a very small role, but his role is really pivotal for the entire movie because it sets the pace. Seth Green, if you're a comedy fan, you definitely know who Seth Green is. And lastly, the guy from Zasura and Idiocracy, if you have seen those. He's a pretty funny guy. I don't remember his name, but he's always in good movies. Before I get started, I'll get you up to date with my life. As always, it's heat. The heat is really bad, so I'm sweating. But I started this book. It's called Code by Charles Petzold. I'm 2 chapters in. It's pretty good, and it basically it teaches you how computers work. The main premise is that it takes you from Morse code to how transistors work and how programs written. If you are into CS or if you're a programmer, highly check that out. I'm going to be reading a chapter a day. If you want something related to this, let me know. I'll make a video on it. And yeah, so what the movie taught me. First of all, the movie is about 4 friends, and they're childhood friends. And what happens is one of their friends, Anthony Starr. Okay, this review is going to be. It's not going to be spoiler free. So if you want to watch the movie first, don't watch this. Yeah. So what happened was that there are 4 friends, and they're mostly carefree teenagers in the first frame, and they're doing teenager stuff, young adult stuff. In the movie, it's shown that they're 20 when they depart, and I'm 20 right now, so I kind of relate to that. And they're doing just dumb shit, but after that, you see them as adults, as 30-year-olds. One of the friends he turns out to be a doctor, but he's really insecure. He's Seth Green. So if you're a fan of Seth Green, you know him being short is like a focal point to everything. So yeah, he's pretty insecure about that. He's a doctor. He's the most successful one out of the group, but he's really insecure about that. And he's a really shy person. He's a really timid person. So that's also explored in this movie. The second guy, the Zasura guy, I don't remember his name, but it's shown that he has a lot of trauma from his dad, and because of that, he really holds himself back. He self-sabotages. He bounces from relationship to relationship, or he bounces from job to job because he doesn't like stability. The last guy, Matthew Lillard, yeah, that's his name. He's the smartest, not the smartest, but he's the one you relate to. He's like the main character, right? And he has a stable job, he has a stable girlfriend, everything. But the thing is, he doesn't feel that his life's good enough. He wants to break free from the stereotypical 9 to 5 and whatnot. And the last guy, Anthony Starr, his name is Billy, and he's the most carefree of the group. And what happens is that Billy just doesn't really care. He explores the world. He goes on adventures, and the entire premise is I've stressed this too long, but the entire premise is that the movie starts exactly when Billy dies. Billy dies because he's exploring a mountain or something, and the friend group reunites at his funeral. And I'm not going to waste your time, but they reunite and they talk about their lives, and they remember this pact they made with Billy that they wanted to find D.B. Cooper's treasure together, all 4 of them. If you don't know who D.B. Cooper is, please go inside that rabbit hole. Very interesting. But basically, he was this guy. That's a real story, by the way. In the 60s, this guy hijacked a plane. He took some money from the government, and he jumped off, and we don't know where he went. A lot of movies have covered his story and have their own takes on it, but this movie's take is pretty good. So they start the journey, and in the journey, they self-discover a lot. Seth Green. Seth Green has a really he has the most character development. His character develops the most in this movie, aside from Matthew. All three of them develop actually, and they go through a lot of troubles together. They come across. This is all fictional, right? They come across DB Cooper's supposed best friend, who he was supposed to meet after hijacking the plane, and the best friend waited for 30 years for DB, and because he wanted to just fulfill their plans or what they thought. And it's later revealed in the movie that DB died, and it's shown that DB burned all of the cash of the millions of dollars just to keep himself warm, but he didn't touch his friend's share. I know this doesn't really make sense, but if you watch the movie, it's pretty nice, and it kind of showed me one thing, that if you can't live, what good's the money? Like, he had $1 million to his disposal, and he had to burn it all, and he died starving, in pain, because his legs were broken during the landing. And yeah, not a good end. And for DB's supposed best friend, he wasted 30 years on something he shouldn't have, but he did because bro code. And that also taught me a lot about friendships as a whole. Sometimes you have to let go. That's my interpretation of it. And another thing, these guys, when they were talking, the best part of the movie is the fact that they solve everything together. Their friendship is tested, and I think that's the best part of a friendship, because they don't let go of each other even if the circumstances were bad, and they learn a lot about themselves doing that through the shared obstacles. And I think that's the best way to get close with people. Shared obstacles. If you go through bad stuff together, you in the end get closer. So yeah, that happened, and in the end, that there was a fairy tale ending. Obviously, it's a movie. Seth Green got over his insecurities. He started enjoying life, because throughout the movie, Seth Green is the voice of reason. He's a straight man. He's the guy who's telling you not to jump off the cliff. He's the guy telling you to not befriend the hippies. There are two hippie girls in the movie. I know I've skipped a lot of stuff, but because I watched a movie 2 days ago, and I only just rewatched some scenes before making this, and I wanted the review to be as raw as possible, because that's my thing. And yeah, that happened. In the end, the guy Matthew, he got over his fear of stability. He learned that okay, he actually wants this. And the other guy, the Tura guy, he got over the fact that he is not his dad. His trauma doesn't really define who he is, and he actually got kind of stable. And yeah, but what really struck with me was the fact that these guys were childhood friends, right? And I think you don't really get that kind of friendship once you're older. I know it's a movie, and in real life it's quite different, but I don't think that you really get lifelong friends after you are out of college, after you're in the workforce, right? It's really hard to, because like I said, you need shared difficulties to get closer. Once you are in the rat race, I don't think you get the opportunities to go through shared difficulties together with people, and that's why you don't really make friends. Obviously you can if you go into activities like hiking, or get into sports or something. I think if I'm older, and I don't have any friends, I'll probably join like a D League, any sports team, like I don't know, throw ball, just to go through the shared difficulty together, and that's how you get closer, right? So what's the moral of the story, and why did I waste almost 10 minutes of your time? Just hold your childhood friends closer, okay? You probably won't get someone better than them, because once you're older, I wanted to make this video, but I didn't really get the time, and because I didn't really have much material to cover. But college college friendships and adult friendships are so transactional. It's insane because no one really wants what the best for you is. They really just want to get from point A to point B and how they can get it through you. Yeah, that's at least my experience. So yeah, please stay in touch with your childhood friends. I know the experience isn't the same for everyone, and I know that some of you probably didn't have good childhood friends, and I understand that. I didn't really have good childhood friends either till I was like 13, 14. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I'll probably read another chapter of this. And yeah, I know I'm really sorry right now, but yeah, bye bye.